It's another video from OPSET Robots. Brought to you by the Banana Collection. I'm gonna take you by surprise and make you realize Fernando. Oh, hey everybody, welcome back and come on in. It's your favorite toy guy here with not one but two Nandos. Two? Yes, two, and in a moment I will explain to you why. But as always, before we get rolling, and in particular, if it's morning where you're at, maybe you're on the Eastern time zone of the United States of America like I am, and if that is in fact where you're at, it's time to wake up, my friends. Grab your delicious coffee or tea, stir and clank it, adjust it. Maybe it's with a little sugar, a little cream. Get a snack. Maybe it's a breakfast hot pocket because you know what? You got lazy and you said, I don't give a crap that they're adding all this weird monosodium glutamate and all these other weird crappy chemicals. You know what? Rather than tell you, rather than try to remember, let me see, because I actually just ate one of these crappy hot pockets. And here is the ingredient list on here. You see that? I just had meatball. Let's see. What do we have in here? Caramel color, triphosphates, and fractionated palm oil. That sounds healthy. Modified food starch, L-cysteine, hydrochloride, tricalcium phosphate enzymes, enzyme modified Romano cheese, sodium sterolate, lactylate methocellulose. Isn't that the wood chips? And all kinds of other, interesting ingredients. Triphosphate. What else is in here? Cooked Italian style meatball, pork water, and textured vegetable protein. I mean, you know what? Listen, sometimes if I'm gonna die because of crappy food like that, I might as well enjoy that fast food deliciousness. And I don't have them too often. But anyway, so, hopefully the breakfast Hot Pockets are a little less toxic. And I'm at least scarfing it down with some lemon tea. But anyway, now that we've wasted 2 minutes and 42 seconds, so this is really an upgrade video. And, once in a while you have the opportunity to get a better version of those same toy. And that means, my friends, after this video posts, you know what? Some lucky collector is going to have the opportunity to buy their very own Nando, because the one on the left will be going bye-bye. Because I recently acquired this out of Italy. So he's authentic Italian Nando, not Fernando, but Nando makes me think it's short for the, what was ABBA's, right? That was ABBA's song, Fernando. And, I wanted a perfect example. Being Italian, I said, I have to have a perfect example. Now, one of the things, and I probably did do a video on my original one. I mean, I probably had 3 or 4 of these examples, but the one key is to have the face decal. And this one has a pretty good decal, but this one here is almost perfect. In fact, well, yeah, I'll start with the toy this time. So here is this face decal. As long as you have the eyes and the mouth and the nose, you can see like where some of it may have flaked off here, but look at this one. Holy moly, this thing is like almost complete, 100%. It's like a water slide decal. Now, I don't know if they had anything over here. Now, I actually got to hurry up because we have an appointment we have to bail for. So this decal is almost 100%. I mean, probably one of the best decals I've seen. Other than that, the toys are very comparable. In fact, this body looks a little cleaner. But I remember sending this to the Robot Hut for one reason or another. So maybe he dolled it up a little bit. So this also operates on pneumatics. And the other thing I remember, as I spin it around here, this one has a tag. So it obviously came from either like an antique store or an auction house. I'm going to guess an auction house. So try to get it clear there. And the one thing I did not have was the original rubber ball and tube and the rubber ball holder. Actually, no, I didn't have this. So now this is very brittle. If I tried to squeeze this, it would crack in a gazillion places. So I'm not gonna squeeze it and break it. And this tube is pretty brittle, although I could insert it in here. Right, so this is kind of for display. The other thing is the box. This one is missing the top lid. Other than that, all the flaps are here. As a matter of fact, I'm going to chalk this up to shipping rookie mistake, even though the seller's a very experienced seller. This box is complete, but he did ship it where the pneumatic tube back here, you know, rather than, you know, again, such a rookie mistake to ship it in the box where this caused a little bit of a puncture, but the rest of the box is nearly perfect. And it has the Nando OPSET lid, which you want. And it says un giocattolo, which in Italian means a toy. I was going to decipher these instructions. And just, by the way, because this has the original instructions too. And it says attenzione. And I'm sure you understand that means attention. I'm very brittle, so I got to be careful. Prima de far funzionare, which means before you play with the robot, it is recommended that you pull the antenna al punto massimo, which means pull the antenna to its most upright position. And in caso degli scoppia del polmone, yada, 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 it's basically telling you if the ball explodes and blah, 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 blah. So I'm not going to read the whole thing. So I'm very happy that it has the original instructions. And then as far as box art, this box is actually beautiful. It has this rocket element here. It has a beautiful depiction of the robot. I mean, this is really something that could be a beautiful original box art painting if you had it. So I got both of them here. So clearly this box is better, but this is still a really nice example. It does have the lid on the bottom too. Oh, I could hear my plumbers doing the renovation work. And now the one thing I can try, you know, here is how this one works. Let's back them up a little bit. That's your pneumatics in action. I could do it with this one because this is a pliable rubber. And I can put it in this one. I guarantee this one hasn't run. And I think this toy came out in 1958. So let's see, we're talking 66 years ago. And does this do anything? So this one's not, despite this being, oh, all right. I remember. So my guess, and I'm going to go to my de facto commenter on this, John, at the Robot Hut, which if you haven't subscribed to his channel, what are you waiting for? You're crazy. I'm assuming there's also rubber tubes inside here that have probably gotten very brittle and have also cracked, because if not, this would be moving. So my assumption now is that he probably did some tinkering in there to make that work. So we'll go back here. There's not a whole lot of air that's pushing through with these little balls. I mean, if you put a really big ball and had some big balls, it'd probably do a lot more. But he actually, you know, propels them fairly decent. See the feet there? Anyway, so that is your Nandos. And now we have an upgraded version with a near perfect box that unfortunately has a little puncture, but not too bad. And one of them will be available to a lucky collector, this one here, with the replacement ball, but he's working like he did 66 years ago. And this one, you know what, I'll probably leave him be. There's no point in messing with the tabs, unless somebody decides otherwise or gives me a compelling reason to do it. With that, let me know what you think. If you like Nando, Italian robots are pretty rare. There's not too many examples of them. And, if you have any other remarks, let me know. And if not, thumb up the video if you like it. With that, thanks as always for your time. It's greatly appreciated. And I will talk to you later.